Hi, my name is Erin Gallagher, and my question was how can we help endangered animals? I picked this question because I originally was writing my mind map and I was trying to find something that mixed animals and my love of nature and my love of drawing, and I thought this was the perfect question and I could go from here. The first thing I found out when I was doing research is that the best way to help endangered animals and to spread the knowledge that I'm finding out is through awareness, through telling people and through finding more information that others didn't know, and you can build that knowledge and spread it to more people. So I started Googling how to help endangered animals to find more information on the subject. Um, one of one thing that I use is called a site called Ecosia, which is like Google, but every time you search something, it plants a tree in a foreign country. And I know that sounds like a scam or something that you just see on the internet, but there's actual proof and you can see videos of them doing it. And I think it's a great web browser that actually kind of helps with my topic. By planting more trees, it creates more habitats for the endangered animals. So I created a list of what we can do as average Joes to help endangered animals preserve future species and create new habitats and just be better members of society and help the animals live as they should. The first thing on my list was to learn, to join activist networks and receive updates and action alerts, which are either text messages or emails from different activist networks that will inform you when a new species has gone on the endangered or threatened list or a species has gotten off of the list. You can do research to see which species in your area are endangered. This can be everything from a tiny bug or a little bee to, a specific type of deer that lives in your neighborhood, and to talk to others and share what you learn. Because the best way to get informed and to see what you can do is by learning and sharing what you learn. The second thing on my list was to visit a national wildlife refuge, park, or other open space that does work with endangered animals. You can find parks near you or zoos and see what wildlife work they do. And below, I included some links to finding parks or zoos nearest to you. The next thing on my list was to make a friendly home. You can make your home wildlife friendly super easily just by keeping your yard clean and making sure you're not creating anything that can harm or hurt the wildlife in your area is the first and the best step for this step in our process. You can take action by securing your garbage cans. That's one great way to make sure no animals get in there and are eating the wrong things. Putting up birdhouses and bird baths, and closing your blinds as often as you can. There's a huge issue with birds crashing into windows and dying from that, and over 1 million or so birds die a year from this. So it just closing your blinds or putting up decals or something on your window so birds don't think it's, an entry into your home. Plant natively. So you can plant native species at your home that are native to the area. This will increase pollination with bees and butterflies and help them survive. This could be, food for smaller animals or bugs. And it helps plant species as well, and it helps get rid of invasive species which shouldn't be there and grow the population of plants that should be there. Watching the road. So when you're driving, I know it's really often to see roadkill on the sides of the road, but as long as you're careful while driving to make sure you're paying attention and not being distracted, you can save so many animals' lives and help make sure that you know animals aren't dying because of human causes, but of their own natural causes, and that will help preserve them in the long run. Herbicides and pesticides are like weed killers and fertilizers and stuff that you use in your gardens and on your lawn, but they're usually hazardous. They can get in the water supply, they affect animals, they affect the animals and the plants. So if an animal eats a plant that has a poisonous pesticide on it, then it will get poisoned, and then whatever animal eats that animal will get poisoned, and it just is a never-ending cycle of animals eating other animals that are poisoned and dying because of it. So make sure that your pesticides and your herbicides that you're using on your lawn are okay to use, and you can do that with the website that I linked below. Recycling. This one's a super easy one and it is pretty obvious. Just recycle to make sure nothing's going to waste and you're protecting animals in the areas where that waste would go, like the ocean and the garbage patch. Make sure you buy bamboo wood products. Use wood products that aren't rainforest based, so you're not supporting the deforestation of rainforests. Recycling cell phones was an interesting one that I found. So apparently, cell phones, specific minerals in cell phones, are mined in gorilla habitats in the rainforest. So even just by recycling an old iPhone 4 or whatever is helping the gorillas, which is such a crazy connection. And reducing palm oils has the same thing. It's palm oils is being harvested in a lot of areas where tigers live. So by reducing your purchasing of palm oils or making sure they're not in an area where they're being taking down forests or destroying tiger habitats, you're saving some endangered animals that way. Don't buy products that are created out of threatened or endangered species. This one seems pretty obvious, but sometimes even like necklaces you can get on vacation with tortoise shells on them, or little like pieces of coral or rare shells in sea life. You don't ever want to take anything out of the wild or out of nature that you don't know, because you never know if like that's an endangered shell or that's an endangered hermit crab or something. Don't buy crocodile skin or rare furs, and definitely don't buy ivory. Just these simple things, like souvenirs sound cool, but it's just in the end not worth it, not worth killing another species. And stopping others. So if you're seeing people post on social media that they're, killing giraffes or something, some animal that's endangered, that's illegal, and you can actually report it at this website that I linked below. You can report, like, not even if they're just poaching, but like if they're harassing wildlife or if they have an exotic animal as a pet, you can report that, and the government will go in and take care of it. Reduce your waste, your water, your plastic intake, your electricity. This is just like the recycle one, to make sure you're not creating more waste that can harm animals, get into their habitat, and in the end, you're saving animals by saving some effort and reducing your waste. Donate. So this one is pretty important. So there's a lot of different organizations that work with endangered animals. A lot of them are specific to specific animals. Some of them are really broad, but everything that you can do helps. Every little bit that you can donate will go to saving an animal. So below I have a couple of my favorite organizations that I found through research. This one's the International Fund for Animal Welfare. It's one of the largest welfare and conservation charities in the world. Right now they're focusing on elephant poaching and getting rid of that completely, which I think is a great cause. The Sea Shepherd Conservation Society is in Washington. It's a non-profit marine conservation organization. They focus on marine life out on the West Coast. Panthera is a leading cat conservation organization. It's the only organization that I've found that focuses mainly on cats. They have 38 different species of cat on their current endangered list that they focus on saving. They have Shania Twain, who is a singer, is their current global ambassador for the Project Paterus, which is a leopard conservation initiative that they're working on. And the most popular and the most famous is the World Wildlife Fund. They have 6 main topics that they tackle, which is food, climate, freshwater, wildlife, forests, and oceans. This is the most well-known one. They do the most work. Their website is great. You can find out where in the world they are, where they're going, and what tasks they're currently doing. And it's really easy to become a part of it, become a member, and to donate. So overall, save them while they're still here. These animals aren't here forever. They're not going to be sticking around if humankind keeps producing waste at the level we're doing, if we keep poaching at the level we're doing, and if we keep ignoring the problems at the level we are. So make sure you can, these are very simple things you can do, easy steps to do at home. Some of them don't cost any money, and if you feel like you want to donate, then you're helping even further. I really liked researching this topic. I thought it was really interesting, and I had a great time learning about endangered animals. Thanks for listening.